It's a poignant story, even heartbreaking. Brian Vickers out for the season. Mike Mullen from MikeMullen.net on the eve of the All-Star race, and it's raining. Charlotte Motor Speedway. I don't know what the forecast is for Saturday, but I think there's a lot more rain coming. Brian Vickers out for the season with blood clots. Talked to his doctor today, talked to Brian today. Long half-hour session, and it wasn't very nice. He's got to take a lot of medications. The doctors say 6 months at least. He wouldn't go beyond that. Wouldn't say what happens at the end of 6 months. Blood clots in his leg broke loose last week, 10 days ago. Went up to his lungs. He said he was in terrible pain on a scale of 1 to 10 for 30 minutes last Tuesday night, a week ago. It was a 10. He said he finally went to the doctor. The doctor put on some blood thinners, and of course with blood thinners, anything you have to wear a helmet to do is probably not very good to do. So, no more skydiving, no more stock car racing, no more freeboarding, no more snow skiing. He's going to learn a lot about racing, I think. He's going to sit on top of the pit box and learn what the teams are doing. Get a different view of the sport, not the view he wants. Casey Mears is going to stay in Jay Fry's car for a while, probably the rest of the season. He's a good guy, out of a ride, probably the best available driver, and he's a good buddy of Brian's. They might put somebody else in for the 2 road course races. Don't know. That's a long way off. Right now we're looking at the All-Star race, and I don't know, it looks like they might have trouble filling 140,000 seats here at Charlotte Motor Speedway Saturday night. The rain washed out qualifying, so they line them up Saturday night for the 9 p.m. feature based on the draw. Why not points? I don't think they thought about that very much. In fact, I think this might be the first time they've rained out qualifying for the All-Star race. Kurt Busch is on the pole. Joey Logano outside. Brad Keselowski starts 3rd. Dale Earnhardt Jr. can't buy a break. He's starting 18th. There will only be 3 guys behind him. The 2 guys that finished 1-2 in the Showdown Preliminary, 60 miles, at 7:30 on Saturday night. And the wild card vote. Probably Jeff Burton, maybe Juan Pablo Montoya. Those 2 guys were the fastest in qualifying as far as they went for the Showdown. That got rained out too. Long day at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and a poignant story. Brian Vickers out for the season, and the All-Star race just doesn't seem to have the punch this year. This is All-Star race XXVI, 26th year. 1985, only 28 races on the tour. This year we're on the road 38 weeks. Might need to cut back a few weeks on the tour to make things happen. There's not a lot of pizzazz around the track this weekend. But I tell you, Thursday night at the Hall of Fame banquet, a lot of the new guys, Greg Biffle's a new guy even though he's getting up there, listening to the old guys talk about the good old days, driving cars into swimming pools, doing outlandish things. This sport used to be wild and crazy, really wild and crazy. Now it's so corporate, and gosh, I feel like I'm out of place, not wearing a suit to the racetrack. We'll see how the All-Star race goes. I was picking Kevin Harvick. He's probably going to announce a new contract with Richard Childress on Saturday morning. We talked to them both today. They wouldn't say a word. We'll see how that goes. Mike Mullen, Charlotte Motor Speedway, waiting for the All-Star race. MikeMullen.net.